back. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so again, I just want to thank you so much for being a supporter of MYAVANA as a customer, as a community member, as a supporter. It has truly been a journey. Truly, truly, truly. I started this idea 9 years ago. 9 years ago, I took a step of faith to quit my full time job because I had this crazy hair idea and I wanted to go for it, take a leap towards my dreams. And by the grace of God, I was given an opportunity to join a startup accelerator program based at Georgia Tech, and I got my first investment to start the company. And back during that time, I was really trying to solve a problem that I had with my hair. I was going natural. I went natural in college, but I was using all these different products and nothing was working. My hair was drying out, it was breaking off. I asked my friends, my family, my roommates what products they were using, and it was pretty much a scavenger hunt to find the right product for my hair. And I realized it was such a trial and error process. And so I thought to myself, I want to use my background in computer science to create an app that could tell me which products to use for my hair. That was literally my thought. And so I went to research the science of hair. I knocked on the doors of professors on campus, asked for lab space. I was looking at hair strands under a microscope. And I made my first pitch actually when I was a senior in college. I pitched this. Actually, the original prototype was called Hair Tech, and it was the software that will give you no more bad hair days. And I actually took my research with studying the scientific components of hair strands, so your texture, your type, and your condition, and how all those variables can match to different attributes in hair products, and how if I could figure out or write an algorithm that could match the characteristics of your hair to the right products that will give you a certain result, then that would solve all of this time and money that we're spending trying to figure out our hair, and actually help us learn how to love our hair in the process instead of always saying it's a struggle. And so I made my first pitch. Later on, I graduated from tech, and actually, I feel like it was an angel. One of my visits back to campus recruiting for the company that I was working for at the time, one of my professors actually asked me about my hair idea. And I told him, I was working on it nights and weekends. And, maybe I'll pick it up. I just wasn't sure. And he really encouraged me that I was onto something. And he told me about the Startup Accelerator Program and encouraged me to apply. I submitted the application, I formed a team, and actually 2 months later, I got accepted to the program. I got my first investment for the company, and I decided to step out on faith, quit my job, and just go for it. And so that process started with a lot of customer discovery. I talked to over 1,000 women about their hair journey, about their hair issues, just like going all across Atlanta, going into malls, had a booth at the Bronner Brothers Hair Show. Actually, at that show, I was able to meet Lisa Price, Jane Carter. A lot of you all know the pioneers of natural hair care products. And I realized that there were so many women on their hair journey trying to figure it out, trying so many things. And I really felt that um, through technology and a data driven approach, there could actually be a personalized way to match women and their hair care needs to the products that are going to help them meet their hair goals. And so the concept was a hair analysis. And that is how I originally thought of actually being able to know the scientific components of your hair. And so through the process of customer discovery, we built a hair journey platform. Women were sharing their hair stories, but we had to really figure out the science, right? MYAVANA is all about the science. We had to figure that out because how could I truly know what's best for your hair by just looking at it or you telling me about it? There's actually a scientific approach when it comes to healthy hair care. And so a few years later, I was actually able to reach out to actually the dean of engineering at Georgia Tech. I happened to know him through my undergrad experience, and he helped me get lab space at Tech in the nanotechnology building, and that was our very first lab. And so we started analyzing strands under a very high powered microscope and was able to release our first product and get our first set of customers. And that was a really, really, really big deal, especially building such an innovative product and an innovative business. I happened to be able to fundraise for my company to actually get the product out to market. And again, there must have been an angel who decided to come into our email inbox because the next thing we knew, we got a phone call from a producer at The Real and said, "Hey, we heard about MYAVANA. We would love to have you on our show." And we were like, "On your show? What? The Real? The daytime talk show. I'm sure you guys have seen it." Um, Next thing we knew, a couple of days later, we were on a flight to LA and we're sitting down with Tamara, Lonnie, um, um, Tamar. I'm just going back in my memory and it's still mind blowing to me because it's been a very um, quite frankly, a miraculous journey going through this and actually building this company. We were able to have a segment on national TV and it grew our company again, but not without challenges. So we had a lot of operational challenges as our company grew. And some of you who are past customers, you definitely experienced those challenges with us. And I just thank you again for your grace and patience because building a business is not easy at all. But thankfully, year after year, we've been able to grow. And now we are in another big growing phase. We are excited to have worked with many of you through our consultations, through analyzing your hair strands, through you downloading our mobile app and testing out our new AI technology. And we are in a period where we have massive growth ahead of us. Big corporations who are now partners with MyAvana, big opportunities to just grow this brand globally. And I also want to shout out to our international customers as well. And especially those of you who became customers in 2020, because we all know this pandemic was another challenge for us. All of the shipping delays. I mean, there are so many things that have come against us, but the response has always been in faith and belief in our vision. And so here we are today. And so through this next growth phase, I really prayed and asked God, how do we grow, right? How do we do this? How do we build the infrastructure correctly? How do we get the capital that we need to grow this, right? Because it takes money to make money, right? You know, and thankfully, I've had investors really come on board every year for MyAvana. And I'm so grateful for that. But this next phase, God showed me was massive, like huge. And so this next phase is actually going to take a little bit more maybe than we're used to handling, but I have full confidence that we can do it. Again, we have an amazing team on board, and we're just so grateful to have made it this far. And so, what I wanted to share today is that we are going to embark on a journey of crowdfunding through a new equity based crowdfunding platform called Start Engine. A lot of you may not know this, but regulations have changed where you can do a crowdfunding campaign to offer shares in your company. And you can actually offer this to the general public. Now, in the beginning, we did do a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo, and the perks were different rewards, different swag like t shirts and first access to the product and things like that. But actually, now the regulations have changed where you can now purchase equity in a company. And so, through my prayer and consulting with God, He led me to share this opportunity with our community and customers to actually build with MYAVANA, have ownership in a company that you have become a part of, and quite frankly, help build the next big tech company that is led by Black women. It is actually truly amazing what we've accomplished, knowing the odds against us when it comes to Black women in STEM, Black female entrepreneurs, the venture capital world. The odds are really against us. But through God's grace, we have um, truly been able to grow against all odds. And so, with your support and your help, you will actually help us with this growth phase, but also be able to benefit from it. So, imagine having ownership and equity in the next big tech company, right? So when we look on Wall Street and we look at all the big companies that are growing like crazy in the tech industry, they're all owned by white men. And that is the honest truth, right? So, how about let's change the game literally and join us in helping build and grow the next big tech company led by women and for women. Our mission is to transform the hair industry through science and technology. And our vision is to provide personalized hair care to women all over the world. We're doing this through our web and mobile platforms. We're doing this through screens, just like how I'm connecting with you all through our consultations. And there's actually so much ahead that we really want you to join us on the journey. So I want to specifically say to our consumers, thank you so much for being a customer of MyAvana with purchasing the hair analysis kit, downloading the mobile app, booking a consultation. We truly appreciate you and we look forward to serving more of you. And we want to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your feedback. I know a lot of you have been sharing your feedback through our emails. And so I truly appreciate that. I'm going to be scheduling focus groups this week. So look out for an email regarding that. Because in our focus groups, I want to talk to you one on one because we are implementing improvements daily. So, our team, we literally work around the clock because we have an international team. So, pretty much half of us is here in the United States, but the other half, we have team members in countries all over the world. So, we literally operate in all time zones. And I personally love it because it allows us to be productive around the clock. And so, any changes, feedback, or improvements that you have, you can tell me directly because I want to make this the best possible product for you and for you to have the best experience possible. I want to say thank you to all of our hair care brands that have partnered with us. All of the brands that we recommend, we provide unbiased product recommendations. So you can't pay to be recommended. However, we do form partnerships so that you can easily access their products. And so I want to thank all of the hair care brands that are in our product recommendation system. Thank you for your product information. Thank you for your feedback. We want to work more with you. We want to get more of your product knowledge guides because we are providing guidance as these products are being recommended. We want to partner in marketing with you because those consumers that do match with your products, we want them to experience your products more. And so we have so many marketing opportunities coming up that we'll be sending out to you. And so I just want to say thank you and be on the lookout for that. To our stylists. So we actually provide recommended stylists through our platform. So every customer in their hair care plan can now have a recommended stylist along with their recommended products, ingredients, and regimens. And so we are going to be activating stylists all across the country so that every consumer can have a professional partner right at their fingertips. And so we want you to be in our database so that no matter what city, state, or country someone's in, we can recommend you as their professional stylist. And so, thank you to all the stylists that have been on our journey. There have been so many who have joined MYAVANA along the way, whether it's to provide consultations or whether you have been a recommended stylist in the past. I just thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the early days, right? Because the early days are rocky. The early days are, you got something going and you may run into some issues, but now we're in a place where it is, like they said, it's about to go down. But we want you to be on board with us because we know how much stylists have been impacted by the pandemic this year. And so through MyAvana, you'll be able to offer our hair analysis kits to your clients. You'll be able to use our platform as a personalized hair care plan for your clients as well. And so we'll be sending out more information on that. And so we want you to be plugged in. So definitely sign up when you see those communications go out. To our retailers. So, my dream from the beginning. So, when we provide the recommended products, right? In your hair care plan or through the app, there's actually a link for you to purchase those products as well, right? So we've been linking to Amazon, we've been linking to Target, we've been linking to the brand's websites, of course, but it has always been my dream to empower the independent beauty supply store owners. And so we're going to be reaching out to beauty supply store owners all across the country. If a customer is in your local area, we want to link directly to your store so that they can get their recommendation and go right to your store to pick up those products, or they can order directly from you. I feel that, of course, Amazon has taken over, right? E-commerce it is, a juggernaut, as they say, taking over the whole entire industry, right? But MyAvana is an innovative business, and we can have the same impact if we work together. And so we want you to be a part of our ecosystem. We want to get you listed as a retailer in your local area so that we can drive sales to your store and we can drive more foot traffic into your store as well. So this is a team effort when it comes to the whole entire hair industry ecosystem. To our bloggers and influencers. So, if you have not seen the MyAvana page recently, we did a campaign with some influencers that we love at the end of last year. They helped us spread the word about the MyAvana brand. And we love you guys so much. We have some more ideas, some more campaigns in store. And also, we want to work with more bloggers and influencers. You guys are so amazing in helping smaller brands in terms of helping us with the awareness, helping us spread the word. And we want to do more fun things with you, share more stories, and all of those great things. So thank you to all of you. If you want to do a campaign with MyAvana, please reach out and let us know. I am a leader where I love to give people creative freedom to come up with ideas, to come up with, like they said, make it pop. if you have ideas for MYAVANA, I'm totally open. And I love working with bloggers and influencers, and especially with the content that you guys create, and really having that authenticity and showing how, MYAVANA can be, one of the tools in your tool belt as you think about your hair care experience. So we have enjoyed working with you all, and we want to continue building those relationships. And last but not least, our hair care community. So, you guys remember in the beginning of the natural hair movement, hair meetups were a thing, right? There was a hair meetup like every weekend, and I remember going to them. And now, of course, with the explosion of the digital world, there are so many hair communities online, so many Facebook groups, so many forums, communities everywhere. And there are awesome women who have started these communities and, cater to the conversations every single day. With MYAVANA, we would love to partner with you to offer MYAVANA as a hair care resource. And so we're going to be reaching out, want to form more of those relationships. And so you can consider us as an innovative solution to your healthy hair care needs, and have the ability to connect with professional experts. And so, as you guys can hear, we're building a huge network, a huge ecosystem. We want to empower women. Oftentimes, women are the creators of these products, of these businesses. In my personal experience, working in the beauty industry, um, having different mentors, different programs, I see that the higher in leadership that you go up, it becomes more men, right? And so I want to provide an opportunity for women to be in leadership, for women to be amplified, for us to have a positive influence on your business success, on your hair care journey. And we are doing all of that through science and technology. And so I know I've shared a lot today. It is a big, 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 big vision. But with the right community behind us, we can really, really make history with this business that we're building. And so our crowdfunding campaign is actually going to launch next month. And so we're actually in the beginning stages of ramping that up. And so I just wanted to hop on today to tell you guys first and to really hear your feedback. So please let me know what you thought of this message today. Please share some things that maybe you think that I should think about as we're planning this, as we're rolling it out. We are going to aim to reach as many people as possible. And I am just excited for a new chapter. I'm excited for a new era. I'm excited for just a new time period, right? We've been through so much in this past year. However, I counted all joy, as they say in scripture, count it all joy whenever you face trials or suffering of any kind, because the testing of your faith builds perseverance. And so perseverance has really been my strength in enduring times like this, and especially everything that we're experiencing in the world. And so that is what I want to leave with you today, is to let the testing of your faith build your perseverance, build your endurance, build your patience, build your character. We all can come out on the other side of this pandemic in the most beautiful way, even through all the hurts and the sadness and the grief. I've personally lost two loved ones in my life, my grandmother and my aunt. And so it does not miss me, the hurt, the trauma, the loss, just the tough times. And so I have transformed that pain into purpose. I am allowing it to be a torch for me, a guide, to really just push forward and do it all in honor of the people that we love and the people that we're serving. And so we're here to serve you at the end of the day. And again, I just truly appreciate you. So if you've made it to the end of this broadcast, God bless you. Thank you for taking the time to hear me today. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. Feel free to reply to the email that went out today. And we look forward to you continuing to be a part of this journey. Yes, I can't wait for us to have in-person events again. It is going to be a wonderful time, a wonderful, wonderful time. And so until then, we will see you guys virtually. And again, thank you for joining today. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your feedback, and any questions that you may have. And I'll be sharing more communications as we go along. So thank you so much. Happy International Women's Day. And I hope you have a very, very blessed day. Thank you.